It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
This right here is Car Con Carne. It's a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne, and Car Con Carne is sponsored by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. It's a new year. It's time to take control of how you live inside your home. It's time to turn your regular old home into a smart home. Transform your living space with cutting-edge home automation. Experience seamless control over audio, video, lighting, climate, security, and more. Embrace the future of smart living. It's your home, your rules. Get a quote by visiting easy-automation.net or give my friend Dan a call. He's ready. He's got his phone in his pocket. You can call him directly. It'll vibrate in his pants if you do this right now. 630-730-3728. For this episode, I've returned. I'm right outside Piece Pizzeria, 1927 North Avenue, a food and beer staple of Chicago since opening its doors in 2001, serving New Haven-style thin crust pizza and award-winning beers. It's really easy to love this place. Owner-founder Bill Jacobs returns to Car Con Carne, along with a frequent collaborator of his, no less than Chicago celebrity chef, Hot Doug Son. Nice to see you both.
Great to see you.
Great to be here. Great to be back in the car.
So, Bill, I've had you, we've done this for the past couple years in a row. Doug, I've seen you a couple times on this podcast, most recently during the pandemic in 2020, and then you did a cameo on episode 600 in 2021.
I will take your word for that. Did I really?
Yeah.
And
okay.
I mean, yes, I did.
Let me refresh your memory. I think you talked cynically about the restaurant business.
That's... Oh, that one. That's the time. Yes, now I remember. Thank you.
So previously on Hot Doug, we found you far removed from the daily grind of the restaurant industry.
Pun intended.
Living something close to your best life, and we'll catch up with what you've been doing. And Bill, tell me if you think I'm crazy. I think Hot Doug's kind of like Bill Murray. Like, he kind of made his fame doing something we always knew where to find him. After that went away, he just kind of shows up wherever he wants in unexpected places that just make his heart happy.
Wherever he wants, at his time, whatever, baseball games, peace, you never know.
Right.
But he's there because he chooses to be there.
Right.
Isn't that what James just said?
Bill's reinforcing that.
You paying attention to
I
any
did.
of this? Okay.
Can you not bust his balls 5 minutes into the interview?
I don't think I can.
You know what?
I genuinely don't think I can.
Unbelievable. This guy, yes.
Oh, it's believable.
Yeah, you never know when the guy might pop up.
Right. He is Bill Murray. And he has popped up at Piece. It's funny. I walked into Piece, again, 1927 North Avenue. You guys were in the corner taking selfies with the pizza we're about to talk about. I'm like, there we go. There are my influencers in action right there. Influencer culture is real.
Speaking of Bill Murray, I saw him the other day.
He was in town. He did a couple
Brothers.
shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saw it at Thalia Hall.
How was it? Was it?
It was fun. It was great. I mean, he gets up there, he says, I really don't have any musical talent. He's kind of right about that, But he does play a mean tambourine.
But what he lacks in musical talent, he's a charisma monster.
He's fantastic.
He's all charisma.
Absolutely. He surrounded himself with great musicians.
That's the secret.
Yes.
That's the secret to any band. All right, so, by the way, Jill Hopkins says hello, Bill.
Tell Jill I said hi. Do you know that Jill was Miss Wicker Park? This was, of course, before she was married. That was...
I don't think I knew that.
Oh, yeah, Miss Wicker Park. Ask her about that. Everyone knows Jill.
Everyone knows Jill. Jill, who is over at G-Man/Metro, who was at Vocalo before that. She mentioned when I posted online that I was going to be doing this interview with both of you guys, and she wrote, "Oh, tell Bill I say hi." And then I responded, "Why not Doug?"
Yeah. Seriously.
I know why.
Tell Jill out of the will.
Well, and she said, "Well, I would have said that, but I don't know if he'd remember me."
I do. She was Miss Wicker Park.
She was Miss back then.
That's right.
Jill opened up the restaurant. She opened up Piece in 2001. She was on the opening staff. She worked it for 10 years, and then she worked for Josh at Revolution.
I didn't realize that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so you definitely know who she is.
Oh, yeah.
So, Slice to Meet You is happening again at Piece. This is a fundraiser, celebrity collaboration pizzas. You and Hot Doug have come up with the launch pizza. We're going to release this on the 9th, which is Thursday the 9th, January 9th, the day this goes live. So I guess we'll speak in present tense. As of today, you can get this collaboration pizza. It's a white pizza topped with hot dogs, Hungarian sausage, thinly sliced Yukon potatoes, roasted garlic, mozzarella, and finished with a horseradish cream sauce, grated aged Pecorino Romano, and scallions.
Sounds delicious.
Sounds delicious.
We came up with that? That's not bad.
$35 for the pizza. Paws Chicago, that is the beneficiary. Chicago's Paws Chicago, Midwest's largest no-kill shelter. Since 2023, Slice to Meet You, this promotion, this campaign has raised $90,000 for Paws Chicago. For $35, you get a pizza, and Paws gets $70, thanks to Peace and generous matching donors. $70 for every pizza you get. So you get this really cool collab, as they say. The kids say that, Doug.
Yes, they do.
They do say that. You get this collab pizza, and you help out Paws. Again, the largest no-kill shelter in the Midwest.
It's for the doggies and the kitties. I always get yelled at about not saying the cats.
We're big dog people. And
Yeah.
I like cats. I'm just a little
I like
allergic to them.
cats. Absolutely.
So I probably asked you this last time, Bill. Collaborating with other chefs, is there any clashing? Is it hard to achieve consensus? I think of cooking as a solitary.
These guys are great at what they do. I mean, you can tell Rick Bayless what to put on his pizza. He can't. He does it. This is going to be his third year doing it, and he comes in here with this family pizza. But yes, the chefs know the thing. There's some direction that I will provide, but generally it's not a lot. We want something that's going to appeal to people, so it can't be too hoity-toity. We had Matthias Merges, who's a great chef, in here a couple of years ago, did a fantastic pizza.
So again, it's a white pizza. Last year, you two collaborated along with Barry from Smoke on a white pizza. Doug, is the white pizza your idea? Why a white pizza?
Just to change it up, and sometimes the tomato sauce can sometimes clash with what we're trying to do. Is really it. I just find it to be much more from a culinary standpoint. I think it tastes a little better with this particular pizza, and something just to change it up.
All right, well, can we look at it? Can we
Absolutely.
Can we eat it? More importantly,
Hell yeah! Here we go.
Again, live as of
Here
today.
we go. Oh, baby.
Okay. I've got the camera. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Does it make it extra beautiful for this?
This is a
Look
stunt
at that.
pizza.
So this is a white pizza with our white sauce. It's got garlic, mozzarella, thinly sliced Yukon potatoes, hot dogs, Hungarian sausage, and then it's finished with grated Pecorino Romano, horseradish cream sauce, and scallions. Oh, and roasted garlic, of course. So
Of course.
roasted garlic there.
This is a beautiful looking pizza.
It is a beautiful pizza.
I remember, and we'll try this right now. I remember last year's pizza. My lasting impression is just how well balanced all the flavors were. I mean, 1 year later, I still remember that was my big takeaway. Is just you had all this stuff going on, and just it flowed.
Thank you.
All right, Doug,
sauce?
can I give you a piece of your own pizza?
Why not? Do you guys need napkins, or did you give them all
I've got
to me?
some up here.
You guys- okay.
All right,
There we
this
go.
one has
They'll be perfect.
the most Hungarian sausage.
Got it. Thank you.
This looks absolutely lovely.
Nice job back there.
I'm going to hold this up. Look at this.
Ooh.
And Bill, for those who haven't heard the past couple interviews we did, for people who haven't been to Peace, explain New Haven style.
Neither new nor a haven.
Hey now.
Come on.
Well, I grew up in New Haven, and New Haven is recognized for its wonderful thin crust pizza. There's several places in New Haven, Sally's and Pepe's, which are on the same street on Worcester Street, and Modern Abitz in New Haven. It's they're known pizza is known as Abitz, which is pizza in Italian, and it's all about a great crust. Every pizza is hand formed, pulled out by hand, and it's topped, with the freshest ingredients. And it's not about how many toppings you could put on a pizza. It's about tasting that great crust and the toppings. So it starts with the great crust, and it's not like New York, which is known for its oversized slices, which tend to be greasy.
New Haven style is really easy to overeat. Like I lose my sense of portions because it's just so good. It goes down so easily.
100% agree. And it's always that, I'm going to have one more. Because it's also sitting there, and it's like, yeah, I can do one more slice. I'm never, upset about that.
Oh, guys. This is really, really good. The horseradish. All of it.
Delicious.
The potato.
Yep.
The potato was, I think, the biggest surprise to me on the ingredient list. I don't think that is something you'd put on a pizza.
So good. And it goes perfectly with the white sauce.
Yes.
And I think how this started, I think we started with talking about the sausage, and it always reminds me of like kosher salami. And so we started thinking like, well, like salami and eggs, or like kind of a salami, like a little bit of breakfast with potatoes, and then it just kind of kept going from there. I was like, well, what else could we add?
And your Hungarian sausage, it's got that delicious smoky flavor to it.
That's nice.
It's so
There's
great.
a sweetness to it, too.
Yeah.
And you said salami. That's a great point of reference.
That's exactly what it reminds me of, and that's, like even this with, because we started talking, well, maybe like a mustard sauce or something. I was like, oh, or horseradish, and then horseradish cream, and I think, like, for instance, with this one, I think it would be good with the tomato sauce, but I think it's just better without it. It allows the other flavors to pop out a little bit more.
$35 gets you this pizza, and that in turn gives Paws Chicago $70.
Yeah, we're not good at math, apparently. But
Dude, I was in radio. I'm not clearly not good. I went to Columbia.
that's why we all went into restaurant business.
He went to Columbia.
Yeah, so
I did. The other one.
Oh, the real one?
Yeah.
The one that's not facing foreclosure downtown?
No, the other one that just has been, everybody protesting against it every 3 weeks,
Right.
finding some flaw. Yeah.
So I love coming to Piece. I was just here. I was telling you guys before we started recording. I was just here the night after Christmas. Huge family thing. Bill, I've got to wonder, is it hard to turn tables here? Just like it's easy for me to overeat pizza, it's really easy for me to get comfortable and settle in for the night here.
People have a tendency to do that, but at a certain time we say, "Get the fuck out of here! We got to turn it."
But right,
No,
I mean, like,
it's
it's not just
Gotta make
It's
living.
a very comfortable place.
Yeah.
The space is so comfortable, and people just want to be there.
It's a community
like
place.
It. It's
This
a community
is a neighborhood place.
Space is awesome. People are great. Got the best team in the world.
Yeah, I met one dude who's been working for you for like 10 years, just
Vinny.
walking by.
Yeah, and Vinny's one of the younger ones there.
And I think
People
Doug's eyes
working
popped
for
out when you
years.
said that. Like, I mean, that kind of loyalty or long-term anything in this business is really hard to
It's
come by.
unheard of.
Yeah, absolutely.
That speaks
I
well
would
of you.
say that we are pieces an anomaly. Then again, we talked about, why I haven't done more places. Well, this has enabled me to stay focused on the team, on the product, on what we do, and that definitely has served us very well.
Doug, you missed none of this, right?
I miss none of this. I mean, of course, there are aspects I do, but no, I miss none of this.
What do you fondly take away from your time as a restaurateur here in Chicago?
The people I met, hands down, the people I got to interact with, and still run into people, and friends with people, and connections I've made, and being a part of the city is just, to me, remarkable.
Do you feel that way, Bill?
Oh, no question about it. Very, very fortunate.
Because you are part of a community.
Yes, we are.
Restaurants kind of define the neighborhoods that they're
Absolutely.
Do you remember Wicker Park in 2001?
in. Very different from the Wicker Park of 2025.
Very different.
Do you remember Avondale Ever?
Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, these things. I mean, I was incredibly proud of that. Being part of a neighborhood in Chicago, in my hometown, in a city that I'm fiercely proud of. Yeah, that's the part I take away.
Agree. And being part of the community is integral to what we do.
For sure. So with this campaign, with this fundraiser for Paws, the pizza collab that we're eating right now with Hot Doug, this runs until when?
This runs until February 8th.
Okay. So the clock's ticking on this really well-composed, delicious pizza. Then who else do you have lined up?
Well, the next one is kind of exciting. we've got the Wiener Circle.
Really?
Yep.
What?
So,
Didn't see that coming.
we're just kicking ideas around. I was like, hey, let's, what about the Wiener Circle? Everyone loves the Wiener Circle, So we're gonna have a pizza with attitude.
Oh my God.
Are you saying my pizza doesn't have attitude?
Your pizza's got attitude. You have a lot of attitude.
Your pizza has-
pizza's
Fair
got
enough.
attitude.
All right, I'm just checking.
Yes.
Hot dog son, your
Our
pizza
pizza.
is style. There's
Yes.
no attitude here at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
in,
you.
In fact, Doug and I were shooting that idea around Wiener Circle, and I'm like trying to get a hold of Ari and called his cousin, and Doug had his number, but the number wasn't working. Blah blah blah. We finally got a hold of him.
Yeah, I didn't really
and
know
Ari
about that,
owns Wiener Circle. Said absolutely. He adopted two cats from Paws,
Oh, it's perfect.
so he's like, we are all in.
That is about as Chicago a collab as you get. Coming out on the other side of the Wiener Circle collaboration. Really didn't see this coming. Who's after that?
Rick Bayless.
Rick Bayless
Yeah.
returning.
Yes. Yeah.
His pizza's really good.
So good.
Of course.
It's so good.
Yeah.
He has some credibility. He's done some. He has some
Little bit.
stuff. He has some stuff on his resume that might suggest that his.
So
Couple things.
Good.
What is he at, like 37 years now, Frontera Grill? It's some insane
that,
number.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's truly
That
one of the best.
pizza is
Yeah.
outstanding.
Yeah.
And he's a neighbor. He lives in Bucktown. Oh,
Is he cool?
he's great. Yeah.
So your collaboration, Doug, Bill, not the only collaboration you've done. I mean, hot dogs on the menu, on the regular menu here. Mm-hmm. The Hot Dogs Atomic Sausage Pizza. It's a fan favorite. Mm-hmm. You guys are friends IRL. That's in real life.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. LOL. Wait, is that? No, I don't even know what that means.
LMAO or something like that.
That too. Exactly.
How long have you guys known each other?
It started, we knew each other, but didn't really know each other prior to the Hot Dogs Atomic Sausage
And also,
pizza.
well, we both were in our restaurants.
In the restaurant
like all the
business,
time.
right.
So that
All the
was part
time.
of it. Yeah.
All the time. So, shooting ideas around with Steph Izard's publicist, Katie Darnaby, back in the day. This was 2015, I think. Yeah. So the first one was honey butter fried chicken. The year before, and Steph said that she wanted to do it the next year, and her publicist said you should round it with a third, and we started shooting ideas around, and Katie's like, well, how about hot dog? I'm like, I'll reach out to him. He just retired, and got a hold of him, and he said absolutely. Then it was the beneficiary was Pilot Light Chefs. So, Doug always says now it's for the cats and dogs. Back then he was saying it's for the kids because Pilot's Light goes into the city schools with a curriculum on food and diet.
When you've done these fundraisers before, you finish off the program with a check. What's that like? Do you walk into Paws with like one of those giant checks from TV?
just bags of cash, making it rain like on all the little dogs.
Like Ed McMahon and publishing.
You're ringing the doorbell.
Exactly.
There's nothing more gratifying than to see the success of this program. The first year when we had 2 matches, now Piece donates $10 for every pizza. The first year I matched it, and a buddy of mine, Sean Fogarty, and his company Curlink was the other match. We raised just shy of $30,000. Added a couple more matches last year, and we raised $59,500.
Oh, God.
And keep in mind, this is a 3-month program. Mm-hmm. And this year we have 2 more matches. Kristen McGregor and Joe Mansueto. You might know Joe Mansueto. He's the founder and CEO of Morningstar, and also a partner of mine in Piece. So we should raise somewhere between $83,000 and $90,000 for the 3-month program this year.
Hero.
Yeah, so it's great. It was
And we've talked about it
taking on
before,
life
but
of its own.
this is something that everyone can agree on. Like when it comes to fundraising, everyone likes dogs and kids.
You know something?
That's right.
We've done a number of them. Everyone loves cats and dogs. There's no politics. There's
Yes,
there's
that's
no
it.
religion. It's about the animals. It's something people connect with, and people love pizza. So you've got
It's also
really-
it's an easy thing, and it's not it's not like you're buying a ticket to a fundraiser,
Right.
Anything like
Well,
that.
yeah, you
It's
get
like-
something for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you get pizza. That's the the normal price.
And it's a one of a kind
Huh?
thing. And once it's gone, it's gone.
That's right.
Exactly.
And you don't want to miss what you don't want to wait till this is gone. That was so good.
Thank you.
I would eat more on camera, but I know my crunching is getting really obnoxious.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Just again, going back to the balance with the horseradish and the roasted garlic, and I don't want to say the name of the cheese again because Bill says it with such culinary authenticity that I'm humbled by it.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, mozzarella.
Mozzarella. We're in
Mozzarella.
Chicago.
That's in Chicago.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
It's mozzarella. Okay.
So again, this is through the first week of February. You can get this pizza. $35. Paws Chicago gets $70. Make your stomach happy. Make some little dogs and cats happy.
Little doggies and kitties.
Help them
Here are the
just
animals.
survive, thrive, make it
Find
to their
them.
forever homes.
Forever living homes.
I always get invited down to come on down to Paws. It's like nope. Because
That's a
I will
slippery
not
slope.
leave alone.
Yeah.
That's right. Exactly. We did go down. We got a little tour of the surgical center, which is unbelievably cool. It's in a former bank, and the surgical center. And there was one little one.
Oh yeah.
It was tough. They're
doing great,
They
great,
do
great
just
work.
awesome stuff. Yeah.
Before I let you go, we should mention Piece Pizzeria, also the most award-winning brew pub in Chicago. 28 medals at the World Beer Cup and the Great American Beer Festival. Looking back at when you opened, Bill, 2001, brew pubs were not what they are now.
That is
You're
true.
kind of a pioneer.
Well, there was only Goose Island back then.
It was just Goose Island.
Yes. There was a first iteration, you might remember that, Tap and Growler and Siebens. That was late 80s, I think, early 90s, and then it died, and then it came back and with Peace, and of course Goose Island. Goose Island was the trailblazer.
But someone had to be next,
Yes.
and that was you.
Yep.
And-
It's been fantastic.
So when
Very fortunate.
when we came here the night after Christmas, I think it was evenly split between the Wait and Golden Arm at the table.
2 award winners.
Couldn't reach consensus. It was an even split down the middle. Who ordered?
And very different beers. You know, the Golden Arm is light; it's a Kolsch, and the Wait is the APA, American Pale Ale.
And I like the fact that the higher the ABV, the more difficult you make the beer to order by name. The Inscrutable Exhortations of My Soul is the malt liquor collab with Maplewood. That's 8%.
Oh yeah.
That's just fucking with your customers.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have a couple of those.
There's the Dark and Curvy German Dunkelweizen, 6%. Also delicious. I've had that. Everything about this place. It's you do have to tell people to get the fuck out because it's really tough to leave. Once
Not
you're
a-
here,
not
you
a bad thing.
You don't want to. Not a bad thing
Not
at
a
all.
bad thing.
And Doug, you're a fan. I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah. It's just, and I will say this. I love coming in here because, especially on a night when it's packed, crazy busy, the service is as good as it gets in this city. I have never once had timing was off or any problem. The staff hustles. They are paying attention. They are gracious. Excuse me. Total testament to ownership.
Thank you.
I absolutely.
Let's make it
is
clear,
just
I didn't pay you to say this.
Well, you did kind of give me free pizza just now, so you know.
his name's on your
Whoa,
menu.
wait. Actually, I haven't gotten a check, have I? So maybe.
Are you
but
a
no,
dog?
but I
You're
love
not
it.
going to get one.
No, exactly. But it is. I do love coming here, and like I said, a place where the staff also has been around as long as they have. It provides just a real hospitality is what a restaurant should be, regardless of white tablecloth, counter. It doesn't matter. It should be at this level.
I totally agree.
And he just nails it.
Thank you for
Now,
that.
now that you mention it, yeah, we had exemplary service when we were here just a couple nights ago. But I mean, I do think, and you guys know this way better than I ever will. I do think we're in a tough time for service help, and we've all experienced not great service. And no matter how good a menu is, if you have a bad experience with service as a customer, you may not come back.
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got to nail it
That's right.
in every possible way, and that's happening here.
Yeah.
That's right. And it doesn't. And like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the style of restaurant.
Right.
There's still there still should be care. There should be eye contact. There should be hospitality. It's
Absolutely.
a service industry.
Yeah.
And when you do go to a place where like Piece, where the service is top notch, it is pure joy, and you think, well, this is why I go out. And it was one of the things that I pride myself at my restaurant, and one of my philosophies was, when you were up at the counter and I was talking to you, you were the only person in the room. And I don't care whether you're ordering $5, $35, it didn't matter. You chose to come to me, and my job is to provide the proper service to you and to make you feel special.
And I'm sure you probably, when you're out in public in those weird Bill Murray moments, when you're out in public, you run into people and they'll say, "Oh my God, Doug, remember that time I ordered your penguin sausage back in the day?"
Yes, I know. You're the one. Yes, as usual. Yes. And people are awesome, and it's an unbelievably cool feeling.
I'm sure. Guys, I love, Bill, I love that you're doing this, and it's every year.
Thank you.
I got to the end of November, and I'm trying to think about scheduling podcast guests is one of the hardest things, I swear to God, I do with this podcast. I'm like, I hope Bill does this promotion again, because I want to talk about it. And sure enough,
we're going to keep doing this. It's just such an incredible program. So we're going to keep doing it. We continue to do these podcasts with you. We appreciate you having us on.
Oh, this is, having both of you together is such a blast. Like two sides of the same coin. I mean, very different perspectives, but very unified in many ways. And the fact that you came together and made this kick-ass pizza is just awesome. And then I'm a dog man. No disrespect to the kitties. I love what you're doing for the pups and the kitties at Paws, and I love what Paws does. So, thank you guys.
Thank you, and thank you so much for the ride home. That's what sweet of you.
Whatever you need,
thank
Doug.
you. Awesome. But again, so we decided this is my 5th time on.
I think so.
Okay, and who's been on more than me?
Hey, now.
Anybody?
There may be
maybe?
Oh,
really?
No one of substance. I mean, there may be a
Okay.
couple of people, but
All right.
no one's like you,
Who's
Doug.
coming next
Thank
week?
you.
What's that?
Who do you have next week?
Who do I have next week? I need to start booking.
I'm going to say you didn't have anyone last week because of the holiday.
No, I keep busy. I had Josh Knoll, who wrote the book on Malort.
Oh,
Chicago
I
Review.
know Josh.
I'm in the
love
midst
Josh.
of reading that book.
Yes.
Super fun read. I learned
Yeah.
a ton.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most Chicago book ever. I had
Absolutely.
Joe Shanahan from Metro the week before that.
Awesome.
Heard of him?
As you guys know, you can't like just go offline for a couple weeks. You got to keep
That's
it
right.
coming. So
Keep it fresh.
the train doesn't stop.
Or fold it up completely.
Yes.
One of the two.
Exactly.
And you're along those lines. That's why we hit our social hard all the time. Every day we're posting images and these specials and letting people know.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things that fight for people's attention.
Yes.
And
That's right.
And consistency is really the only thing that cuts through.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Little digital lesson at the end of the
Yeah,
episode.
it was great.
Yeah,
Can I
exactly.
encourage your listeners to follow Piece
Yes.
on Instagram at Piece Chicago, Facebook too,
Yeah.
and come on in and enjoy a Paws Pizza my collaboration with Hot Dog. Gonna love it. And
Did we
You're gonna
even
do
do we
great
even say what
things.
the name of the pizza is?
No.
oh wow,
I don't think we did.
No.
Go ahead.
No, it's Bill and Doug's Excellent Adventure.
I saw you wrote that on social. I thought you were just being cheeky. That's
No.
actually the name of the
Yeah.
pizza.
Yes, that's the name. So
Bill and Doug's Excellent
Yeah.
Adventure. And it is an
Yes.
excellent adventure.
so come in and enjoy it. You're not the only one who will benefit.
No. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you.